And I'm serious about the salad meat. Hi, welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, I'm Lydia Stanley. My name is Lydia Stanley, and if you're not new, thank you so much, Butterfly, for coming back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to achieve this very simple Eid Glam and also this turban tutorial. A lot of you requested for it when I went to my baby girl's wedding in Lagos, so I decided to add it to this tutorial as well. So if you like to see how I achieve the hair, the makeup, please keep on watching. In case you end up enjoying, please give this video a thumbs up. Welcome, a huge welcome to all my new butterflies that are joining the family. Thank you so much for subscribing. Without further much talking, let's get into this video. I want to show you how to slay your face this Eid, okay? So to start off this tutorial, I'd like to bring you guys in closer because you know I like to show you what I'm really doing. So come in, don't be shy. So first things first, I've already done my skin prep, and for this look, or what I'm going to be showing you, you do not need a lot of product because you most likely would just do it probably to just take pictures or hang out with your friends or something. But what I'm going to show you that is going to make your makeup last all day, especially if you have oily skin or you sweat a lot, is this primer. I've been testing this primer out since February that it was sent to me, and listen, like, it's amazing, okay? If you're in Nigeria or somewhere around the world that is humid, this is really affordable and it's really amazing. It's the Hegai&Esther primer. I'm just putting out the primer here. Remember that my video where I showed you guys that turban when I was going to Mary's wedding? I'm going to do that turban tutorial here, so look out for that as well. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this primer everywhere I know I'm very oily first of all. Now that that's applied, my holy grail foundation from a Nigerian brand, Nuban Beauty. I'm in the shade D13, and this foundation mixed with this primer, you have to try it to know what I'm talking about. It gives this like very nice velvety finish. It's like the leftover primer. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put like like that amount. With this foundation mixed in with this, you know, because the foundation of the Nuban Beauty is meant to be a lot more like natural, really in my skin. This primer makes it a lot like velvet texture, like mousse sort of. I'm going to be using this brush from Juvias place to blend it out. You can use a beauty blender if you so desire. This is how it looks. Before I proceed, I'm going to go ahead and brush my brows through. I'm using this stuff from JLo. I'm just going to go ahead and brush my brows through with this just to make my brows have that like very natural look. As I'm supposed to have applied this before makeup, I'm just going to let it dry down a bit before proceeding with my foundation. So next up, we're going into concealer, and for concealer, I usually would like to conceal in two steps. So I go in with the first concealer, then I go in with the second one. But for today, I'm just going to use one, especially because it's a very lightweight, you know, look that we're going for. I'm going to be using this concealer from Too Faced, Born This Way. I'm going to place that there and let it sit for a while. I'm not going to do my concealer the way I would usually do. One tip I'm just going to share with you is to make sure you bring it all the way in here. It's going to really brighten up your eyes, and if you have under eye bag, you know, layer up that concealer right there. But the other place was just like, I'm going to use a combination of my brush and a beauty blender to blend it out. Blend out this part so that when it dries it's not patchy. I don't have lines on my face, and then I'll wait for that under eye one to set a bit, then I'll blend it out. For blush, I've been loving using this one from Hudabeauty. It's actually a lipstick, but I've been enjoying using it as a blush. This shade is Promotion Day. Their Power Bullet lipsticks are very creamy, so this allows me just apply the way I want, because you're going for like a very fresh spring look, and this will also add like life to your cheeks, make you look like you have, you know, blood flowing through your body. So yeah, before blending it out, I'm going in with Katsina. Katsina is a dark shade from Juvias Place stick foundations, but it's not much darker than my face. This is very important if you're not going for the full like glam baked beat to the gods kind of look. I also like to bring this from my brows, so I'm going to go in and blend out that nose contour with my beauty blender. Beauty blenders are so easy to blend with. Just make sure you're stamping it on the skin, and that's all. It will do the job for you. Always have a paper towel in hand so that you can blend out, you know, so that you can squeeze out excess product. I'm going to go ahead and blend out the contour first, then I'll blend out the blush, and then that remaining concealer in my inner corner of my eyes. And because this blush is not a liquid lipstick, it's very important you do not use a liquid lipstick. It's going to sit on the skin and wait for you till when you're ready to blend out. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and blend out this concealer that has been sitting. I've not been able to find a Nigerian brand concealer that behaves like this one. Also, if you blend the concealer afterwards, you might lose more of the blush, and if you're someone that doesn't like a lot of blush, that's okay. You know, for me, I'm going to go in and add more. So I'm just going to add just a tiny bit more, just to re-emphasize before I started recording this tutorial, for some reason my mic just stopped picking up, and I was thinking how I wanted to make this a voiceover instead of a talk through, but I'm like, no, I love talking to you guys. I hope you enjoyed me talking to you. Comment down below if you do not mind voiceover, because that will save me a lot. I can record the voiceover when I'm not, you know, somewhere noisy, and it will be very nice. But I feel like I communicate more with you guys when I'm talking to you. So let me know right now if you prefer talk through tutorials or if you don't mind voiceover, so that I can mix it up. So this is it all blended out. This sponge I'm using is from Hegai&Esther on Instagram. I set in 2s under my eyes all the time. The first powder I normally go in with is the Hudabeauty Blondie. So I'm going to go in to set first with the Hudabeauty Blondie. This brush I'm using is from Morphe, and it's the Morphe M501 brush. If you're really oily, set everywhere that you usually get a lot oily on. I'd like to get a bit oily or a bit shiny on my nose, so I'm slightly setting that. But this combination of the Huda Beauty powder and the Nuban Beauty powder, if you don't have the Huda Beauty one, you can always use the Nuban Beauty one alone, but trust me, they are combo together. Like, they're a really lovely couple. Going in with the Nuban Beauty Alabaster right now. I'm going to use this to bake, and because of how transparent this powder is, it will just melt in. It doesn't add extra, but it's really smoothing, like it will smoothen out everything. So tell me down below right now, I'd like to know, what are you doing for Eid this year? If you're Muslim and you follow me, I would really love to get meat to salam meat, please. If you're in KD and you know you have a means of getting it to me, just ask for my address. I've missed eating ragu, because all my Muslim friends, they got married and they moved out of KD, so I can't just go randomly and be knocking on people's door. So please, I'm putting this out there. Casa the FMG, I know you're watching. I've called you out. I want salam meat. all my Muslim people, please help me. Now I'm using my Sahara from Nuban Beauty. See, listen to me. These powders are small, yes, but look at their sizes, in case you don't know what it looks like. Their texture is very comparable to Laura Mercier, and you cannot even come close to the pricing. Try it out. I don't show you guys rubbish. Try it out. I'm using it to try to set my face and clean up my contour. So before I go in to do my like powder, blush and all of that, I've powdered my entire face. This is because I'm very oily. If you're someone that is dry skin, you do not need this much powder. For blush and my bronzer, I'm using my Zulu palette. This was the one I used on Sandra, Hudabeauty, and she was saying, which blush is that? Use it for me. I'm going to be mixing this brown shade here with this red one and just like placing that there. I love how this looks, guys. I love how this looks, and it makes your contour and your blush so effortless. Like, it looks so effortless. I also bring it into my temples and under my nose as well. For brows, I'm using my brow pomade from Beauty. I like my brows to look really sharp but also soft. So when I go in with this brow pomade, I also go over it with the Beauty Line by Didi brow set, just to make it lighter and then to give it like depth. This kind of looks, I love my brows to be really bushy. So how I like to do is to use my angle brush, just get some definition at the edge and then brush through my brows. And then that thing I also use from J-Lux will keep your brow hairs up and make them look even more fluffy. You literally do not need a lot of concealer. I'm going to keep sharing them until I'm done. After this step, I'm going to go in. I still have my foundation left over here. I'm going to take a bit of it just because I don't want this concealer to be too bright to the start of my brows. So I'm just going to go ahead and just mix that into the concealer and drag the excess there. Like, you do not need a whole lot of so you can see how, like, imagine if I just drag this light one all the way here. Same thing for the tail as well. I'm using this brush from Zikel. It's in the number NK8. It's a very lovely blending brush for the brows. I'm just going to go ahead and just blend out this top part, this front part, so that it's very, I like it to be very, what's the word, blended out. I like it to be very fluffy. Like, I don't want any lines. You can see how it's giving it like a transition already. I'm just going to go ahead and blend out all that excess concealer, because that's what's going to be our eyeshadow base. We're not going to use any extra eyeshadow base. I'm going to be using the Secure the Brows Tinted Fiber Gel from Beauty Line by Didi. And what I like to do with this is to just go in and just brush through my brows. This has tiny bits of fiber in it. I don't want to say hair, but like fiber, and it makes the brow look very, like, you know, 3D more and just nice. I like it. Can you see how it's doing? I really wanted to put this in one tutorial so that you guys will stop wondering and asking me. But if you want an in-depth tutorial still, let me know. But this is what it looks like compared to this side I've not really put. Now that the brows are how I like them to be, I'm going to go ahead and use this brush I've shown you already and just draw, like, just gentle, I wouldn't call them strokes, but let me see if I can come in more so you can see. Just go on the hair, just slightly in the front there. Even if you don't have hair, you can just flick your brush in that beginning part. Comment down below right now if you see anything that is doing differently to the brows. For eyeshadow, I'm going to be using none other than my own palette, and I'm going to use it because it has very amazing colors for like neutral glam, any type of glam you want. I'm going to be using this brush first of all. I'm going to be using only two colors. The first color I'll be using is grayish, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my crease. Your brushes are also important. This is a fluffy brush, but it's also pointed. And I'm blending that outward. Whatever your eye shape is, just use this brush to kind of map out that eye shape. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm going to use this brush to map out the eye shape. And then I'm liking to bring this into my brows right at the front here, like just slightly right here to kind of aid with my nose contour. I switched to a very tiny brush and I'm still going with that same shade just to make sure I get some definition. Once again, the trick is to go into wherever your eye, like your socket, wherever it goes in, just define that. That's going to make your eyes look so fine, no matter your eye shape. Eyelids like that. I'm going to go into my soft glam palette. Yeah, sultry. How I'm going to be using that shade is I'm just going to swipe it on my lid like that, and I'm just dipping my brush in once. It's not a pigmented shimmery look, it's just something really nice and bronzy. So I'm going over with bronze, and so I'm going to go back into grayish. So you see we've only used 2 colors, maybe 3 with that little bronze shade we added, but I'm going to use this to just blend out here. I don't want to say smoke out because it's a brown color, it's not a black, but you can see it's giving me a bit of a smoke there. So I'm just going to keep doing that until I'm satisfied with how it looks like. I'm going in with this same concealer and I'm going to put that in my waterline. It's going to ensure that my eyes are like very awakened. So I'm going back into that gray shade just to emphasize this again, because you know most times eyeshadow, I don't know what happens, but if you use a lot of eyeshadows, you know sometimes you just need to go back and keep reinforcing the colors. So that's why I'm doing that here and going under my waterline, under that concealer I just placed. Mulberry from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Putting that very lightly underneath my eyes just adds a bit more color. Plus, since it has a red undertone, it's going to tie in with our blush really nicely. I'm using my Hudabeauty liner and I absolutely love this liner. The kind of liner I'm going for is just one that will lift up my eyes. So just watch. I'm just going to draw a line here first, then just bring it in. I probably will not bring the liner all the way in. So now that that is all done, we're all done with this look already. I'm going to go ahead and dust off the powder. This brush I'm using is from Zikel. For highlighter, I'll be using these ones which I absolutely love. They're from TSG and they're in the shade So Glam. Because this look, you're trying to make it look like you didn't do so much. So I'm not going to make this like the actual line. I'm just going to blend that there slightly. And for my cheekbones as well, just very little. I'm going to go in with my Nuban Beauty Silly Setting Spray. Lips, I'm going to go ahead to use Blot Beauty Brow Pomade. I love this as a lip contour, so I'm using a tiny brush. Zikel 24 hours lipsticks. Listen, these glosses and lipsticks are incredible. That look I did with Sandra, this was one of the glosses I used, and this one I'm just going to place this because I want to go for like a darker upper lip and lower lip that is lighter. I want to make my lips glossy and I'm going to be using my baby girl's new launch with Zikel Cosmetics. The reason I went to Lagos, Brega X Zikel, the lip glaze. I'll be using the clear one, Crystal, and this one is called Latte. These lip glazes are really high shine because they're packed with a lot of glitter shimmer, but they are not pigmented and they don't feel rough on the lips. They are very smooth. To be using my earrings, and these are from Jeffa Chic. I love how she got creative with her earring packaging, and these earrings are super affordable and they look so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you how to tie the hair tie. I'm going to be using the same one I had on. I had to wear like a whole outfit that would match it. I don't know if you can see, but it shall matches. So I'm going to go ahead and use raw silk hair tie. That was what I used for that tutorial or that video. And you want to make sure it's kind of, how do I put it? You want to make sure it's longer than it is wider, if that makes sense. So it's long. This is the outer part, this is the inner part. So just fold, I have to figure out how to do this tutorial well. Just fold it from the outer part to the inner part one, and then place that on your side somewhere or however you're doing it, and then use paper towels to pad that front side. So you can just fold the paper towels in that same like fold the paper towels to be long, just like this. Tissue right here on the inner part of the scarf, and then fold it. So I'll show you how I'll fold it. I'll fold it once over it. So I folded it once over that and then tucked it underneath as well. When it's like that, just put your finger and then bring it in. You're basically trying to create a groove whereby, and at this point you see that because of that groove we created here, it's going to be easy for us to get the style. So this is the main job in this hair tie. Once you can get this this thing, you keep smoothing out the tissue. So if you want, you can make this one-sided or you can make it central. Then you just want to just very easily cross it at the back. I wish I had so many cameras to be showing you different angles, but it's fine. So just regular hair tie crossing at the back. Make sure everything is well tucked in. Facing this, you want to arrange it however you like, but I like to just keep mine quite minimal. The ruffles should kind of naturally form on their own, and then you tuck this on this side. You can do this with your hair made, or you can just pack your hair. I'm just doing this with my cornrows just because. Just tucking. Just want to tuck it in still, and then as you're tucking it in, make sure that you're still maintaining the look you're going for. So this is what the hair tie looks like. I made mine slant one side. If you want, you can make yours be on the center. This is just the look I like. If it's one-sided, it looks cuter on me. So I'm going to go ahead and just drape my scarf over it. So butterflies, that completes the look. I hope you enjoyed watching me create this look from start to finish, the makeup and the turban. Let me know your thoughts about this look down below. I hope it's easy enough for you to follow through tomorrow or whenever it is you want to have your makeup done. Thank you so much for watching up until now. I hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up already and subscribe. Let me also know down below, would you be trying this look out for Eid? Would you try it out for any type of makeup? Actually, it doesn't have to be just for Eid, for anywhere you want to go to. The turban tutorial as well, was it easy enough for you to follow through? Would you be trying the things I showed out in this video? Let me know down below. Also, right now, comment a Hausa name for me, a Muslim name. Give me one that you think is befitting down below right now, okay? I can't wait to hear. And I'm serious about the salah meat. Happy Eid, happy Salah to all my Muslim butterflies that ride with me. I love you all so much. I hope God answers all your prayers this Eid and blesses you and your family as well. Till next time, stay beautiful everyone. I love you so much. Bye.